Like I said last week when we were here, I'll do the intros. You don't fuck it up.
Wow. Already.
You know, go ahead.
I know you're juicing. Well, you got bars on your phone.
No.
We're good. Are we recording?
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to another episode of Subscribe to This Goddamn Channel. All fucking ready. Doors at 7 Kitchen.
Yeah, we changed the name.
Yeah, we did. Subscribe to the goddamn channel. Doors at 7 Kitchen at 9. And look who we got back today. Chris.
What's up? I'm not carrying a gun. I'm not.
You're not carrying a disease either, are you?
No disease, no.
No new disease.
Yeah, no new ones.
My stepdaughter had it, who I obviously live with, and my girlfriend is type 1 diabetic, like you know, and so like it was fucking craziness right from the jump. I literally got the phone call. Me and Dave were in the car right on the way to work, and
that wasn't a cold cough, was it?
no. And me and Dave are literally in the car. We're driving to work, and I remember halfway through, I'm like, oh yeah, weird. You know, Julie always gets sick, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, well. She hasn't felt good the last day and a half, and like so Val's taking her to get tested, but I'm sure it's nothing, blah blah blah. We're in the fucking so about 3 minutes later, we literally are looking at the restaurant at this point, and Val calls. I'm like, all right, here it is, Dave. You know, this is her telling me we're COVID free, bro. And I answer it, and she's like, you might want me to come and get you. I'm like, all right, like stop fucking with me.
Did he fucking
like,
try?
I thought she was fucking with me. And she's like, she has COVID. I'm like, if you're lying, I was like,
Did Dave pull over and drop you off
no,
on the side of the road?
He mentioned he should have. But
he had a turtle head poke out. You needed it.
yeah. Oh, he gets. I mean, there's been a lot working in a restaurant, right? There's COVID scares because you have 40 people on a schedule.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, give or take, and one person gets it or one family member or someone gets it, everyone thinks they're getting it. So any sniffle, cough, headache, you're going to get fucking tested.
Oh, yeah.
I took 4 fucking COVID tests in the last 10 days.
Yeah.
Literally at $65 a pop.
And
The rapid test, dude, it's the only way you can do it. It's the only way. I literally been leaving work, walking the fucking 2 blocks, getting the fucking...
Oh, there by brand names? Or
right in I think it's like a Family Dollar now or Dollar General.
Lots, right?
A Big Lots, that's what it is. The Big Lots.
those last
Right in
two,
front. Yeah,
the last two you took rectally. I hate to break it to you, those aren't real COVID tests. You better find
I was hoping they weren't.
You better find that guy and get your money back.
Maybe you need to go get a different test.
Yeah.
You know, these tests were less... Has anyone had a COVID test here?
Yeah. I've gotten not the quick test, but the nasal one.
Yes, okay. I've gotten those. I mean, I've tested for COVID 7 fucking times since this quarantine, or since this pandemic. Like, the last ones that I took
You need like a little merit badge fucking thing of all your COVID
yeah,
tests.
that's so bad.
Like
I served in Nam. No, but, so... After I told, like, Dave, you know, he gets really fucking quiet and shit. And, you know, we all do. And it's just like, well, and I just kept saying, fuck. And then after I said, I'm like, Val, like, don't fuck with me. Like, I'm in front of her. She's like, no, I'm serious. And then, so we went and got tested. But Julie ended up having it with very, very little crazy symptoms.
Nice.
It was,
And you're gonna tell our audience about how you guys locked her in a room and slid fucking trays of food under her door?
Pretty much, that's what it felt like. A hostile situation. Yes, I like literally like putting like the TV tray in front of her door with the food, telling her, knocking on the door. She comes, open it. I fucking go with gloves, wipe the fucking thing down. I'm wearing a mask, literally outside of her door. So it sucks when it's a fucking 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Like it's. But luckily,
she
for
had her
kids
phone
now,
and a TikTok.
Exactly,
She could just sit and watch and be
that's
cool.
That's all it is.
Well, I'm glad you're back, Chris, and now
me
maybe
too.
you can start.
I'll be real quick though.
Maybe you can start participating in our shows now that you're back.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say, I want to say we'll leave it up to the audience on who carries this show, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
And sometimes I don't think it's even either one of us. Woo! So it's that asshole cackling behind the camera while we sit here embarrassing ourselves.
Oh, Mr. CEO.
Oh, man.
No, I gotta say, that episode was fucking hilarious to watch. I credit most of that to Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
No, it was great. I see why the collecting thing was stock footage, and you know it came off.
You
good.
know what?
It looked good for what it was. But we're just randomly talking about collecting when it wasn't even prompted or thought about before. So
yeah, because I mean,
cool we got that out there.
Yeah, that was 40 minutes of us shooting the shit before we even got into the crazy coworker episode or some shit? I don't even remember.
It was in one of those middle.
But I'm trying to think, like, are you our ratings magnet because that show is not doing so good in the ratings and you weren't here, or do people say Collectibles? Chris, oh fuck, we're gonna have to listen to fucking Kiss shit for an hour.
Maybe, but
that's what I think.
Kiss is not the only thing I collect.
But how many people know that? You got to tell our crew or our people out there.
I think everyone knows music in general is my fucking thing. Kiss and Alice Cooper being mainly it, but as far as records and shit go, it's everything, all genres, from country to fucking easy listening to.
So let's talk more about that and less about fucking 4 douchebags from Detroit that wear makeup every day.
Not from Detroit. Not from Detroit at all.
Where are they from?
Well,
are they from
I don't even.
Bob's like, wait a minute. Why are we talking so much about this?
Okay, let's talk about Detroit real quick. No. And hold on, because that's where a lot of the a lot of shit originated in fucking Detroit. But no one is from fucking Detroit. Like, from those bands.
Eminem's from Detroit.
Yeah, well.
We've talked about him several times. Anyways, we should talk about...
well, why don't we retire Eminem?
Okay, hold on.
Smashing Pumpkins.
You're jumping ahead.
Okay.
We should talk about...
he thinks he's the goddamn host now.
I told you.
One show without me. He got through 45 minutes by himself, if that. 15 minutes of which made it to the screen.
What was it, 14 minutes, 37 seconds of actual film time?
Yeah, well, there you go.
We should talk about why we got these hats on.
I forgot I had
Not just because we're trendsetting.
Why does James have a hat and a fucking blower in his fucking hat?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because we live in New York State, and what just happened in New York State?
Pot's legalized, which I'm... Go ahead.
Wouldn't it be awesome if these were Gene Simmons songs?
No.
So anyways, yeah.
See, you fuckers bring it up about Kiss, and then I'm supposed to be the one that feels like I bring it up. You brought up Gene Simmons.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
Starting now.
Okay.
So anyways, yeah, we're New York State residents. We just got legalized marijuana.
Not Detroit.
Oh, see who look immediately.
All right. Oh yeah.
Starting now.
So now we are legally smoking this marijuana.
Yeah. Does it really matter to any of us in this room? Like, I've been thinking about this. Like, with it being legalized, okay, besides when dispensaries and stuff come here, does it really affect our lives at all?
100%.
100?
And I'll tell you
I think it affects it 50%.
100%. Because now people can't discredit us, our opinions, our lifestyle, or anything. Because
we will be heard.
Because we smoke weed, right? It takes power away from the police. It takes power away from these fucking boomers that think that reefer madness is a real thing.
Right.
That's how it affects us. It doesn't change what we do.
But we're sort of getting there
and gives
anyways.
us cover now. Like, I just say, we're not doing anything fucking wrong.
Wait till live shows hit again. You're gonna see how it affects us. When you're hanging out on the fucking lawn at Darien Lake at that fucking Def Leppard show.
And what, smoking pot? I've been doing that for fucking 10 years.
Yeah, but they've been fucking searching people like fucking hard.
But I've never... I was telling James...
When you're standing next to a security guard fucking blowing down joint after joint and they're just like, whatever.
I've done it, though. Man.
I know, but I'm saying, and everybody else next to you is...
I know, and that is a great... Let me say this. It is a huge fucking step for everybody involved, people who use it or don't, or the government... The citizens to have weed legalized, especially here. And I'm honestly shocked that it happened when there's still states that haven't legalized it. Well, I'm surprised New York isn't the last one.
Once Jersey did, we kind of had to because...
Oh yeah, and Massachusetts too.
Yeah, so like our whole eastern border, it's all legal.
Thanks to our governor being a scumbag and trying to save face with people real quick. Like, the quickest legislation ever fucking passed.
Yeah, why is he still a fucking governor? Like, it blows
probably those mafia ties. We're gonna have to fucking get Sammy the Bull to tell us.
There's money and power involved somewhere and all that shit.
I think his age and looks have a small part to do with it, if that makes any sense. I don't.
You thought that? Yeah, he's like them fucking nipple rings poking through the shirt during the...
but there you go, though. It's stuff like that, because
listen,
me and my girlfriend, we don't give... Like, we talk about politics and stuff, but we don't... We know what we believe and what we think. We don't, like, go to one side or the other. And her and all of her friends talk about his nipple. I know more about this man's sexual shit and his body fucking modifications than I do about like his fucking like what he thinks his policy should change to, what he's not being able to get done. Like,
so you're just hanging out with the gossip girls talking about the nipple.
I'm just saying, Cuomo, and like you got a confession to make right now. You have an announcement to make on the show?
No, but Cuomo scared the shit out of me the other day at work. I walk outside to go take the garbage out, and there he is staring at me right on a car. You see those stickers?
Oh, the stickers with the... They have the stickers.
Know what we're talking about? Oh,
I do. They have stickers that people put on their cars because, like, back in the pandemic when he was kind of running things and he was telling people what you could and couldn't do. He's going to be watching. So Cuomo's watching. People put these stickers on their back windows of his face.
That's what those are.
And it's his face.
Yeah. Ducks, the other day.
Yep, that's it. And if it's a little dark out, the sun's starting to go down, and that thing's there, like, oh, fuck! Like, seriously, dude, it scared the shit out of me at work.
Yeah, he's probably scaring every woman in this fucking state with it.
No, it is definitely a positive, a extreme positive step. But let's see what actually happens in the upcoming months.
You know what's going to happen is in 2 weeks we're going to do a 420 special episode. Yay!
Yes, we are. We'll
talk about it more. Now let's get to some real fucking business. Because you were gone last week.
Yeah.
Our CEO producer says there's certain shitty bands we're not allowed to talk about anymore around here. So we have to retire some people.
Do we all get to pick like 2 or 3 of them? Do we all get to pick who the fuck we don't want to talk about?
Like, we have to retire some people and put them in the rafters. But we get to bring some new shitty bands to talk about.
All right. Okay. Well, tell me your guys' plans. I'm learning what these
Mr. Producer, who are we retiring from talking about?
Number 1 on the retirement list.
Oh my god.
We have 7 strings, 5 guys, and
a lot of
maybe
dreadlocks.
one good album. We have Korn, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm down with not talking about them ever again. Yeah. Even though I heard you guys talk about them outside of the show way more than we do here. And I'm the problem because I was in a Korn cover band.
Exactly. If you weren't...
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm coming full throttle. Sassy Sally, did you hear this fucknut last week on the show? Oh, what did he say? You guys were here when he filmed the fucking episode. He said that he's the one that holds it down. I'm scared of his bars that you read, that you had to read in stanzas.
You had a fucking phone.
I read all my written shit already. I don't have to prove shit.
Okay, so
I got songs on YouTube, motherfucker. What do you got? A hat?
I know what we're doing next week. Okay, so...
I said guitar battle, bro. Let's go.
Oh, we're going there?
If you're... Dude, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
No.
Let's lock this in.
No. I'm battled out, man.
Exactly.
Both of you guys bring a riff next week. Let's hear your fucking riff.
Oh, now we gotta... I haven't fucking played guitar in months, and I'm ready. I'll battle you. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, now, do we want to go down to genre? We need length.
Well,
like, what? I want to be.
You could do a cover. You could do whatever. I want to see you guys bring some heat.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I got mine locked in. Okay, so back to we're retiring Korn, which was only even brought up because you were in a Korn cover band.
Yeah, I'll come in playing Korn riffs. You could play the best goddamn riff in the world. Come in with Zeppelin shit, and I'll beat your ass with a Korn riff.
Wait, that's the best riff in the world.
No, I don't think so. But I'm saying most fucking people do.
Number 2.
Wait, hold on. Before we put Jonathan in the
fucked up day already.
Before we put Jonathan and the boys in the rafters and we can no longer talk about him, I want to say fuck you to Korn's distribution company for flagging us on a copyright violation for possibly the best fucking clip we could have used editing the show.
All we had to do, I'm telling you, is edit it down. Take out 15 seconds. But that's a process.
It's way easier to say fuck you to Korn's distribution.
Yeah, seriously.
It was like a 4-second clip.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long.
Yeah, okay, was it?
Yeah, it was
then
like 4 fucking seconds.
Did you... I think the places that aren't getting this shit taken down is when they put a disclaimer in the fucking...
Who knows? But
section,
fuck them anyways.
Because it's crazy how much shit's for free on YouTube, and then you put it in a video... that's already on YouTube. It's not even by them, and it gets flagged.
They're just mad because distribution companies are losing a lot of money. I would have paid the $1.18 for the fucking clip too, but whatever. All right, bye guys. Bye corn. You're gonna edit some corn stuff in there, right?
Corn just coming out of his fingers.
Okay, so number 2, who are we not allowed to talk about?
Number 2 on the retirement list. 4 freaks from New York.
Yeah,
Obviously, or apparently.
There's only 3
Yes.
Okay. Now, is there a reason behind this?
Because every fucking episode we talk about them, and I'm sick of it.
Is it me or is it you?
It's everybody. It's a problem.
But you know what?
Bring them up. I'm going to talk about it.
Why?
But the problem
Because
is,
they're
like,
my favorite band. I got shit to say.
okay,
What?
I got a funny little story about this. So,
And he's going to start talking about Kiss.
no, I'm not. I might have to say the word once, but I'm not. This has nothing to do with Gene or any of your fucking people.
All right.
So
Any of my people.
I took a screenshot when we were first doing our video thing, and I put it on Instagram like a month before we put our thing. I said, "Coming soon." Nobody knew what was going on, and then Amanda, shout out, messages, "I'm interested, especially since Chris is involved, but I hope we're not talking about Kiss all the time."
Is that a real thing?
Real thing.
Where is it?
I
Let me produce fucking evidence.
I will fucking show you after the show. I'm not going to get my phone because I'm waiting.
Because I find that extremely hard to believe.
It's going to be right here.
Sounds like a fucking... Okay.
I'm just waiting.
This sounds familiar. This actually.
Although
familiar.
I'm not touching my phone because I'm waiting for your shit to go off so I can say something about it. But anyways,
You see me mute that shit right before we started.
but I can see the screen, so when somebody calls, it's going to light up. But anyways, yeah. So
I'm sorry. Before I get in your line of fucking vision...
So before anybody even knew what we were doing, they knew like me and you were involved. They were already saying, "I hope it isn't about Kiss." Yeah. So
yeah, I got some people that want to hear more about Kiss, so watch this shit. Not
yeah.
Use evidence.
This fucking kid, I thought he was on my side with throwing you shade, but no, he's just here to destroy everyone and prove that the youth is what's in. Fuck you.
Okay.
Sounds like we're not gonna have any clips.
I love Reed. He knows it.
There's gonna be.
He's got to feel like the gang. I got to give him shit back.
All right, this is where we put the X where there's no evidence.
James really loves this spot of the fucking
Because
room.
that's where all
every fucking week.
Because I'm being. That's what professional fucking people do, Chris. You haven't figured this shit out.
Professional. It ain't there yet. I didn't see shit in this spot.
You just sit there half asleep, like, and I'm over
I
here
ain't asleep
like,
today.
No, you
want to fucking have a guitar battle right now? Go.
Coffee away
I know.
from him. Holy shit.
he got double espresso today.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so yeah, you're fucking
So
high
number
five.
3.
You got the fucking
It's been
energy.
a long. It's been. Dude. I've
Welcome-
been quarantining while
I
working,
know.
Yeah.
and it's been fucked.
So is there a number 3 we're retiring?
I can't remember. But there is.
That's so bad. I'm
I'm
sure
sure it was one of yours.
One of mine. I thought it was somebody WWSMD.
Smashmouth is already canceled though.
So yeah, we only talked about him a couple times.
What did we ever talked about Smashmouth?
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Oh,
They canceled themselves by playing some fucking show in like North Dakota with no masks on and no socially distanced people. And like
And just being like a very basic band.
playing All-Star being on the fucking radio so much, like
coming from a Smashing Pumpkins fan.
wait.
Ooh, him.
Yeah. Dude, how many times have those songs been played on the radio?
But they have more than one fucking song.
Okay, I mean, I guess.
There's an entire discography, like Smashing Pumpkins and Smash Mouth.
Smashmouth has a discography. Right?
2 fucking CDs maybe. One of them being the Shrek soundtrack. Which, speaking of which,
I don't think that's in their discography.
listen, I bet you it's on their Wikipedia page.
Oh man.
So we're just retiring these 2 right now.
There's another one. I'll figure it out.
Was it Marilyn Manson? Is he still open for
I
discussion?
think we should still discuss it.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
current.
So we're retiring 2 bands, so we each get to bring a band to replace.
There was a third one. I'll remember it later.
All right. Well, you remember before we're done taping, and then so
James really thinks he controls this shit. I love this. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. And didn't I tell you in like episode 2? I'm not a diva, and here I am fucking being a diva.
Shocker.
You said it.
Yeah, I did
I'm
said
just
it.
fucking with you. Go
I
ahead.
did said it. So what happens?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's these.
Dude, weed's legal and it's just out of control. It's happening.
We're so excited. This is what happens.
There's probably fentanyl and all our shit.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
That's what the fucking Orleans sheriff said. Or Medina sheriff? Like over there, one of the guys said this is bad because there could be fentanyl in it.
Oh, speaking of that shit, have you guys heard this press pill thing is coming back around? You guys see this? People pressing their own pill. Like, I don't do pills anymore. But can't imagine if this shit was around back then. They're literally pressing pills, like, with fentanyl in it, but it has the same fucking markings as a Lortab. Like, and it's the same color. It looks exactly like it, but they're pressing them themselves and they're putting
Speaking
shit in.
of which, hot off the presses right now is DMX is hospitalized and brain dead from an overdose and a heart attack. As of when we were walking in the fucking house, and I checked it on TMZ.
Can you bring up some information on that?
It's all like it's breaking right now.
Late breaking news.
That's what I mean.
So,
see if TMZ updated it.
Yeah, I'll take a look. But
So we're here praying for the dog to get better.
That's crazy.
Like I told you back in episode 1 or 2 or something, our old neighbor's son Danny was locked up with DMX, and they were fucking with him.
Where was that, like Orchard Park or something like that?
It was like,
when he
I
was
think
here?
Erie County Correctional Facility.
no, well, it might have been, but because it was child support, right?
Some shit.
Yeah, he wasn't paid
But
child
he said
support.
that he was telling me and Vicky about how like he was in there and he was just like all into the Bible and God, trying to preach to everybody, and everybody's fucking with him. Like, come on, dog, like. You're supposed to be streets and gangster. We don't want to hear about this Jesus shit. So yeah, they were giving him a hard time. But DMX, get well. Buzzhound used to play Rough Riders Anthem quite a bit, opening our shows. So
in grave condition.
Yeah, drug overdose Friday night, currently in the hospital.
Vegetative state.
11 p.m.
May not make it.
We saw the shit with Snoop. He's like not in a healthy condition right now.
Right.
No, he's.
Yeah, hopefully fucking that's it, but dude, shit, like, I mean, we just saw a couple people drop last week.
Yeah.
Fucking,
from the scene.
Yeah.
Do we
That's
touch on that. That was a friend of yours too.
We can. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much they're really talking about, so let's just say that, like, fucking be careful out there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I still don't. I don't know what it is or what actually happened.
Unfortunately, though, like, people are automatically can presume.
I mean, I
make
definitely have
assumptions.
my.
So what, like, last week and the week before, like, there was a rash of ODs.
Okay,
Like,
so that would explain the.
I've seen from other people that.
And shit, and, like, they were like, there was a spike over the last week of people ODing, and it's probably fentanyl back and shit.
Right. Well, it was even easier to speculate when the next day another friend that was involved in that same kind of scene, like as far as like the underground punk scene, you know how it branches off into sort of different sectors sometimes as far as actual core friend groups.
Yeah.
We have ours, we know people who have theirs, and we all mesh, but that's like 2 in 2 days is fucking nuts.
So we're to caution any of our people out there, if you're getting down on this kind of shit, just be careful, please.
Yo, test kits, man.
They
test your shit.
I mean,
always spend the fucking $30-$40.
Always have things.
There's no live shows, so we can't do benefit season right now. So let's be careful.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking sad. I don't want to say it becomes easier when you're on acquaintance or friend number fucking 10, but it definitely is easier to like have that after you grieve for a minute, because it's weird. It always seems like there's like a section of people that go, and then it hits closer and closer to home in that fucking structure, you know, like it'll be 3 people that you're acquaintances with, and then the 4th one will be someone who's a really good friend of a friend, and then the one after that is someone that you actually knew and hung out with. So it's
goes a little
easier to prepare for, but it's still fucking
This
close.
may touch on what you asked earlier about how is the legalization really going to affect us, and maybe this will help us with the.
I thought about that too. That's
because
the rash
aren't
of
gonna fucking get as hooked because they're gonna have fucking gummy bears and fucking silly string and whatever else you fucking make, and you fucking just eat so many edibles.
That's what I mean. Like I said,
you don't need fucking hydros.
No, you don't.
Need fucking oxys.
Like that edible story I was telling about the brownies, that was so fucking intense. After that, I thought to myself, if people that had drug problems knew how fucking strong these edibles were, people might not have drug problems, because
I think people have to do research. I think there's things that might work for people that have to be less dangerous than specific drugs. Like, there's things like kratom and things that are legal that I honestly believe if we were fucking educated. I mean, I haven't talked about this last string of deaths, and it's really fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Like, it could be fucking prevented. And nobody wants to be those people to go and, like, talk to their friends about it.
We are them people, though.
Yeah.
I'll fucking talk to anybody about it.
It's just fucking nuts.
But I think THC, CBD, and kratom, like, all being legal, like, I really think that you're going to see maybe the next generation of kids, like, not be hooked. Because before all, like, those pill stuff was popping off, like, drug use was down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, drug use was, year over year was down. And then, like, it just blew right back up.
Yeah, and then, you know, the market of trying to get them cheaper fucking drugs. And, you know, these scumbag drug dealers that come through and...
Scumbag fucking... doctors, fucking companies.
Well, I'm just saying the scumbag drug dealers that are trying to fucking... They see the market and they're sliding this fucking bunk product in. Anyways, let's get a little depressing. Let's talk about these shitty bands. I know. I mean, R.I.P. to the punks and anybody else, but who's your shitty band?
Reach out to your friends, fucking...
Reach out to us.
And do research on things that can help that isn't necessarily going to a fucking treatment center, because I understand you have to be in a specific fucking mindset to do that. No one's going to be able to get you to do it.
My best advice, do something fucking different.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yep.
Don't pick anything. Do anything different.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Change it up and try to break that specific thing that's holding you down.
This fucking Frasier rerun shit is fucking really helping you out.
He calmed down a little bit.
No, he's just coming like a solid fucking, I don't know.
Well,
fucking experience, man. We fucking made it.
Exactly.
We fucking,
I know.
We went through a lot of those struggles.
Yeah.
We fucking came out on top. We're in fucking way better places
Facts.
now. Like, we gotta fucking let people know.
But we can talk about this shit for hours. We'll save it for another fucking
who's your shitty band you're replacing our old shitty bands with?
Yeah.
Now, you can't consider Alice Cooper a shitty band, right?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Well, we should start talking about Ween a little bit.
Wait, because Ween's not a shitty band. First of all...
No, they're not a shitty band to us.
No.
But Kiss isn't a shitty band to me.
Let's talk about bands that we know, like, suck, or, like, but we really enjoy it every time it comes on.
The White Stripes.
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they suck. Like, they have some stuff that sucks.
No, I love them. But what band?
Okay, I'll start it, because you're fucking touching on bands that shouldn't even be mentioned right now.
Yeah,
I'm fucking...
Thank you.
The Bangles? The Bangles
might
make the list.
I'm bringing fucking LIMP to the BIZ.
Okay,
That's my fucking band we're going to be talking about for the next month and a half.
Mine is Insane Clown Posse.
No, that was the other band!
That was the other band! That was the other band we can't talk about.
God damn it! What, you gonna do this? Every time I come up with something, that's the band? Oh yeah, there's an eighth band we can't talk about.
Was. Obviously, like,
listen,
we don't want to lose our... Wait. We don't want to lose the
fuck is that?
We don't want to lose the Juggalo fan base, so
I kind of don't care.
we're gonna have to touch upon them in the future. But they were the other band.
Oh my!
So because we just talked about so much, we will come back because there are some ICPs.
Every band I met.
Okay, all right.
So we will come back, but we gotta take a break.
All right, okay.
All right.
We're gonna tip a bottle of fucking Moon Miss Fago out in their honor right
Rob
now.
Zombie.
No.
All right, James, start with this.
Limp Bizkit, motherfucker. Like, that's my shitty band for the next 5 weeks.
Who thinks Limp Bizkit's good here?
I like Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water.
That was like one of their shittiest albums too. What the fuck?
I do love that record.
Okay, that I think that answers the question.
Godsmack.
I don't know much about Godsmack.
Is Godsmack
Are we just picking a band that we could talk about?
I can't talk about Godsmack.
Wait, hold on.
I went to see him with Val. I've seen him about 4 or 5 times. Actually.
By talking about shitty bands, it's like bands that we just bring up and talk about way more than we need to. Like
that we already do on here.
Do you like Godsmack?
I really do like the first self-titled album and then Awake. Yeah.
Do you like put them in and listen to them like when you have a chance to like pick some music?
Not necessarily, but when I seen them a couple years ago, which I haven't seen them for a long time, I've seen them a couple times. Myself singing a lot of the songs. Oh, a lot. Whatever.
I don't even know how the songs
Sing it
go.
for them.
No.
Come on. How did the song go?
Nope. Look it up. You got YouTube.
We'll look what up. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, so
You don't want Godsmack in your search history?
I'm gonna explain it to you a little differently, I guess, because you're just like picking bands or whatever.
What?
I'm just wait. Just
you guys think everything sucks. So what?
No, bands that we like talk about just randomly. We throw shit like Korn. We've been throwing that shit in all over the place.
Okay, so bands we actually talk about?
No, bands that have shit that we can throw in there, like Limp Bizkit. Like we can just throw Fred Durst shit into conversations for the next fucking 5 weeks until he wants to retire.
So it has to be a band I do not like.
No, you can like the band.
See, he likes Limp Bizkit.
Okay.
I like their first album.
But what?
He missed Snapcase because he had to go see Limp Bizkit.
I gotta get higher. You
Oh.
fucking missed Snapcase.
Wait, okay, hold up.
Work
Okay,
97. All right.
Listen, I'll take over from here, and then you can. So Warp 97, and it was great because I remember we show up to the show. I got this like button-down security guard shirt on. I'm like 16 or 17. We're standing in line.
Yo, do you have a poker?
And there's some people behind us, and they got a case of beers, and they're like, "Are you real security?" Now I'm a fucking 16-year-old dude with like long black hair. I look kind of like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, you do. Thank you.
So of course I'm not security, but I'm like,
See,
yeah,
he pokes at himself, so I can take the shit.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm security.
Kylie Jenner.
So they start giving us a beer, me and your dad, beers to drink. 5 minutes
I'm
later,
already wasted too.
5 minutes, yeah. 5 minutes later, real security comes by and they're like, you're going to have to get rid of these beers before you go in the show. Super cool about it. Weren't dicks. They're just like, they had a bunch of beers, so they gave us more beers. So we were drinking these beers, whatever. I knew there was a band that had DJ Lethal from House of Pain playing on this fucking event. So, yeah, I had to go check it out. I didn't know Snapcase was playing at the time, but I knew DJ Lethal's new band was playing.
And DJ's Lethal News Band?
DJ Lethal's new band. DJ Lethal from House of Pain.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't
So-
see that one
oh.
fucking coming.
Nobody knows.
I think
Listen,
that.
nobody
You
knows.
missed Snapcase for that, though?
I didn't know Snapcase was playing.
So I was waiting for them to come out. So I'm like at the front of the stage. Like we're starting to accumulate.
Why am I still wearing this hat?
I was waiting to see how long it was going to last. I look over and like where Limp Bizkit was playing, there was just a huge people were going nuts for it. Yeah,
So-
including your man's.
What
right
year
here.
was
Okay,
that?
97.
97.
Okay, before $3 bills, y'all, was even released. Now listen. I'm about to tell
We're
you.
listening,
Yeah, I know.
motherfucker.
I've been sitting
It's a
here
whole
waiting
fucking-
for
I
some
was waiting-
information.
Okay, so go over to the crowd. There was a dude standing next to me, and he's like, "Do you got some papers?" No, I don't have papers. I'm 16 years old. I do have a $1 bill. So we roll up this joint out of a $1 bill. Not $3 bills, y'all. Just $1 bill.
That's another close-up.
That cracked me up. That joke was for me.
Did you like it?
Yeah, he enjoyed it. He's laughing with himself.
Can't wait
for
to see
laughing
that.
at.
Can't wait to see that. It's on this one. So, me and this guy smoked this joint, and they're fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like they were fucking amazing. Like Wes was dressed in all black. He's got like this black BCs.
Did he have the makeup on and
Oh
shit?
yeah, it's all black. Smashing the fuck out of himself with his guitar covered in blood, all scratched up. DJ Lethal's up there doing his thing. Like fuck yeah, like I knew right. And even after the show, like I got home and I called my friend Leanne. I said, "Yo, I just saw this fucking band. They're gonna be the biggest thing." And they became the biggest thing. But anyways, after the show,
Record producing James.
yeah, exactly.
I got this great band. We can't wait till you hear them, Dina. You can't wait till you hear them.
Wait a minute, I got it.
Yeah.
They need to cover a George Michael song.
Follow it up with. I think they even played that song. But anyways,
Yeah, well,
So-
did you call it out? Like, play Faith! Play
There's
Faith!
$2 more, yo.
That's how they got the name of the record!
because it wasn't even out at that point. So
Do a whole documentary on how James thought of the entire idea for Limp Bizkit and never made a
No
song off of
wonder
it.
he fucking loves Smashmouth.
what does it have to do with
I
Smash?
don't know.
This episode sucks so far.
So, after they're done fucking rocking the fuck out, and they rock the fuck out, believe it. This is before, like, fame and ego. I think he still had the red hat. But anyways, the show is over. I see Mr. Fred walking down the little ramp. I run over, like, talk to him and shit. Me and Fred are chopping up for almost 40 fucking minutes. Like, he was so humble at that point. Like,
this is 97, so what? He's in, like, his late 20s, mid-20s? How old?
Signed my shirt. He was probably a couple years older now, so probably 20s.
Yeah.
Like, was telling me how they were touring Canada in small bars. Their album was coming out in the fall. Dude's as tall as I am, 5'5", in case anybody wondered how tall Fred Durst is.
If I'm
5'5". So anyways, yeah. Me and Fred...
my Kiss stories are disturbing?
Well, this is a legit shitty band.
Yeah, it's okay, so...
Yeah.
So anyways, like...
I don't know if Limp Bizkit is actually shitty, though. They sort of created,
No,
like...
Well, see, the best part about this is now for the next however many weeks until we get sick of this, is we can be like, shut the fuck up! It's a Limp Bizkit thing. You remember that song you did with Method Man?
Rollin'.
That wasn't Rollin'. It was...
Shut the fuck up.
In Together Now.
No, you're wrong.
In Together Now with Method Man. What's that? I didn't hear you.
You're
Shut
wrong.
The fuck up. I'm not wrong.
Listen.
You...
But okay, maybe
Together Now.
Okay, I get it.
Limp
but
Bizkit
Shut the fuck up is
Man.
also in.
He says it in there, but it's because it's the song he did with Method Man.
Yeah, okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
See, I love this friend.
Right.
Okay,
so
wait, okay, so...
This hurt my head.
What is that end of the story?
There's no end. It doesn't end.
So
How long have you been doing this podcast?
Me and Fred were friends for a hot minute in 97. Now, I got a quick little fucking funny story about this with Fred Durst. Years later, after Wes quit the band, and Limp Bizkit was going around in, like, all the Guitar Centers to find every city's shittiest rock stars that wanted to be in fucking Limp Bizkit or whatever, me and Charlie from Buzzhound had to go up to Guitar Center to get some bass strings and guitar strings. It happened to be the same day that Limp Bizkit was in town at Guitar Center. But at this point, Fred wasn't coming out of his bus anymore because somebody hit him in the face with a pie at a Guitar Center.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was staying in the bus. Right? So me and Charlie go in there, we're getting our bass strings. The rest of the dudes from Limp Bizkit are just mulling about, like, what the fuck are we even doing here kind of thing.
So it was like a promo thing they were doing?
Yeah, do you remember when Wes quit and they were going to all the Guitar Centers and they were auditioning every city's shitty guitar players? Their guitar
Wes
players.
Borland, dude. Not even I know that. No, I actually...
Did you go start another shitty band?
Yeah, I don't even know what that was called.
Yeah, I forget what that was called, too, because he was out of the band for a little while. They released a couple records without him, right?
Yeah, but then wasn't Chocolate Starfish one of them?
No.
Oh, he was on
He
that?
was in there. The song with that cover, the Who cover.
Oh, Behind Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes was, that was the first album without.
Nobody knows what it's like to be the sad man.
Oh.
Except for Fred Durst. Okay, so, anyways.
Wrap it up.
Okay, so...
The episode, please?
So anyways, we're getting our guitar strings and shit, and the bus is parked out there, and it's taking up the whole fucking parking lot of Guitar Center. So as we're leaving, Charlie thinks it's a good idea. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking back my car into the fucking bus, in the back end, where Fred's probably chilling as hard as I can to see what fucking happens. So, as we're pulling out, and there's like a bunch of just like douchey, like I'm gonna be in Limp Bizkit and be at MTV dudes from our fucking area. Probably some people we know, we won't mention names right now. Until the next beef show. But,
Is that true? Who? Well, now we gotta talk
no,
about
I don't know. That was a joke.
Good one. Alright, go ahead. Finish story.
So everyone's standing out there, and Charlie's backing out, and he stops. And then fucking just guns it in reverse and just blasts the fucking bus.
He did hit the bus?
He hit the bus.
Shit.
I forgot about that.
The bus, I think we talked about it at Buzzhound practice, but he fucking
Bob
hit...
didn't remember that.
No, it's a 99-cent fucking deuces. So yeah, anyways, he fucking blasts the fucking bus. The bus does fucking shake. So, and then we fucking speed out of there, and I think we were hitting the horn and flipping everybody off, like, fuck you, on the way out, too.
So you guys left the scene of a crime.
You're incriminating yourself every week on this podcast.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just all.
And it was the fucking Limp Bizkit tour bus. Like, who's really caring?
All right, Chris.
All right, so there's an example of a shitty band, and now we got all kinds of Fred Durst. Like, I'm not wearing a red Yankees hat. I refuse to wear Yankees gear.
Thank God. Go ahead.
So, who is your shitty band? Now that you know what a shitty band is, and not just your entire discography.
I don't consider any of the bands I like shitty.
All right, let's talk about bands that you listened to over the last 3 weeks.
That Bob doesn't like.
No, that's in general. I want to hear because we'll be able to fucking pick this up.
All right, just let me. Now that I'm stoned, let me look real quick.
Oh boy, get it together, man.
Dude, I listen to music every single fucking day of my life. Between the Buried and Me has been heavy on my shit lately.
They gotta have some.
Oh,
shit.
what are you gonna call them shitty?
I'm not calling them shitty. I'm just saying they don't bring any relevance. Oh, they do. Jake Williams, happy birthday! Today's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to Jake.
He learned how to play guitar by listening to Between the Buried and Me albums. Colors, Alaska.
I've been listening to a lot of Motorhead. Are they fucking shitty?
Dude, you are bad at this.
Dude, you said what have I been listening to?
All right, Blink-182. That's the next shitty band.
I do listen to Blink-182 often.
Still?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah. Look
there
at
we
my
go.
recent play.
Blink.
Wendy Clear and Going Away
Because,
to College specifically.
now listen.
Those songs.
Gonna lose some punk points for this, but Beanie Babies are worth more than punk points right now, and I have some Beanie Babies, so I'll cash them in if I lose too many. But Blink, been one of my favorite bands.
What?
I'm just saying, I'm losing punk points for talking about Blink-182.
Okay, all right.
But Beanie Babies are worth more than punk points. So what the fuck?
Okay.
Blink-182, and there's a lot of shit. Get on my level.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, I'm just saying, there's a lot of shit we can talk about with Blink-182.
Okay.
Like, especially when you do the next Mental Health Day episode, we can start reciting Boxcar Racer lyrics.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
You don't like Boxcar?
No, I don't like any offshoot. Plus 44 I seen, they were terrible.
Yeah, we saw them. No, that was some 41.
No, I seen Plus 44. I had a Warped Tour, though. Like, his Casualties went on right after them. And you know how the amphitheater stage is cut in half? Mm-hmm. You know, for Warped Tours? It was literally them and then Casualties. So we got there early to wait for Casualties, and they played. Similar to how we seen the Interrupters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were there, too.
Yeah. And then Teenage Bottle Rocket right next to him.
Exactly. Teenage Bottle Rocket. And The Interrupters is a band that I'll probably lose punk points for.
Why? Everyone loves Interrupters.
Any of these fucking people who like old school ska are like, yeah, they're okay, but they're sort of the... I forget.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I think they just help, like, up Tim Armstrong's ass.
Yeah. No, dude. Me and Val went to see him at Town Ballroom like 2 years ago, and they seriously. First of all, it was sold out. It was fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody like
out.
I wouldn't.
Everyone's.
You're not losing punk points on Interrupters.
But my favorite song by them is their biggest hit.
She's Kerosene.
Yeah, I think that is one of the best fucking songs to hit the radio in fucking 10 years.
See, I feel like that's like a '97 retread.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard so many of those songs
not
in like,
that
era.
Yeah, it does all sound. I get what you're saying, but her voice is so fucking powerful and good that I feel
Dude, I really like that band. Like, they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I saw them live twice, and the first time was really good. The second time they were kind of phoning it in, but they had to go play Conan O'Brien or something the next day. So I think they were just trying to take it.
When
easy.
did you see that? Oh, because they played Warped Tour the next year too, didn't they? And you caught them that year then?
Yeah, the second time wasn't as good.
No, but you seen them in the same place. You seen them the year prior.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be that good. Playing a 20-minute set on a fucking Warped Tour stage in the middle of the day or whatever.
So we can talk about some Blink. We can bring Blink-182
well,
into
and they've been talked
conversations.
about because Bob talks about his dislike of Travis Barker. I think.
I don't.
Right?
No,
I don't really.
I think it's more.
I listened.
I think it's more me egging him on because he did have shit to say about Travis back when we were in bands together.
All the shit I said it though.
Yeah, but the whole thing about like you because I
watched
that episode. I wish I would have talked more. About
I think it was probably because of, like, me saying like, why can't you be a fucking solid punk drummer like Travis Armstrong? And that probably pissed him off.
Travis Armstrong?
Or Travis Barker. Travis Armstrong.
Losing punk points quicker
and
quicker.
No, dive.
I think out of any...
Chris, you have some pretty good weed.
Oh, thank you, dude.
That's where that came from.
I think out of any punk band at all in the world, he's the best drummer. I know he's not a punk drummer, but he could easily play any fucking punk drumming across the board. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
He did. I'm not going to tell you.
Smelly.
Oh.
You think? Do you think?
No, Bob only says that
saying,
because he kind of looks like Smelly and kind of plays like Smelly.
Can Smelly?
And we're gonna put the video here.
I will put Smelly at extreme second, like extremely close second, like right there on the line. I do not think he's better than Travis Barker.
Why are we? He can do everything Travis can do, but he chooses not to, because that's not what is expected of him in that band.
Do you though? Like you think?
I just said it.
No.
Is that the name of this week's episode? I just said
first episode back.
No. Chris is like, next week. Chris is be like, guys, I got COVID again.
I'm scared. I mean, it's COVID scare.
I'm scared.
James, you're gonna have to not really hold the episode together, but really hold the episode together. Okay,
so
Chris.
I would like to submit. You can pick, because I listen to a lot of shitty bands.
Yeah, no
right?
shit.
Yeah, you do. You are the king of shitty bands.
That are kind of good, though.
Hold on. You are the king of liking shitty bands and then giving people shit for any band they listen to. I love
Facts.
it. So that's okay. So it negates itself. Like, I never take it seriously. But go ahead.
Okay. All right, Chris. I'm gonna start.
Jesus.
I'm gonna throw Cake out there.
Oh, see, I hate Cake.
I love Cake.
They have one song I listen to a lot, and it's not even their song, and that's War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
I don't.
Their cover rules.
Their version of War Pigs that much.
Really?
So we can like interject monotone shit for our fucking Cake thing, like.
Oh, like you haven't been doing that this whole fucking time.
What about?
Yeah, that was diagonal.
What about Oasis? I hate Oasis.
Yeah.
I do.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So I really
wait, hold on.
Wait. Okay.
So Cake, like, I don't really want to talk about Cake. I don't really like them.
I like Oasis. Oasis brings a lot to the table.
How do you hate Oasis?
Oh, dude, it's just it's college kid drivel, and it's always happening.
And that that asshole with the acoustic guitar that sings fucking Wonderwall every time you see some asshole with the acoustic guitar.
Shut the fuck up,
dude. Have you seen?
Hell yeah!
Have you seen the documentary?
Not
yet.
The
only reason I would is because his brother's fighting.
Wait a minute. Oh.
And I have experience with that.
The biggest comparable that Buzzhound has
is being like Oasis.
Is we musically we like are a lot like Butthole Surfers, but band wise
he meant to say Butthole Pirates.
Hands fucking down, dude. They used to go play fucking like soccer instead of football. They would get like drunk and fucking get into fights with each other like every fucking day.
Yeah, that sounds about. I mean,
Black
I
Crowes
respect that.
Is the better band with brothers.
See, Black Crowes to me is like my generation's MC5.
Yeah, but see, the one thing I always thought was weird about Black Crowes is that it sort of sounds like regular classic rock, just it was done at a time where that shit was dying. And even classic rock bands were going to the power pop.
They did. They brought that shit back, but it was such like a whiskey-driven blues, and it was so raw and fucking honest. Like,
I like it.
Good, yeah.
And wasn't the dude dating Drew Barrymore for a long time?
No, he married. What's her name from that movie about the Rolling Stone dude?
Oh,
Almost Famous.
Oh yeah,
Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Yeah. I forget her name too.
Fuck! I just listened to an interview with her on Stern.
I've been practicing a lot of Black Crowes songs. It's all different tuning to like try to like.
Yeah.
Oh geez, we're
this.
Like a bunch of different shit. Like
now I know how Bob feels when you talk about Kiss. You're all having this fucking Black Crowes.
Next, D Antwoord. Like, people hate them.
I like that you compared me to him rapping, because at least it's someone that you actually listen to and like. When you talked about me rapping, you compared me to that.
He's
dude,
like, you like
right?
me? You must like me.
I'm not gonna fuck about that. I just like that.
He's like, I don't know. My OG guitar player just fucking went crazy and left the band. We needed somebody. We'll put up with you.
I'm gonna put Fiona Apple out there.
No.
See,
love Fiona Apple.
Oh no. Yeah, no. I always thought that was wacky of you to be such a Fiona. Apple fan.
Fiona Apple is not on the shitty band list.
All right, good. Because you think she is shitty?
I don't know enough. I just give you shit.
All right.
I also always
let's
talk about the number one band you listen to that I think blows. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Bruce fucking Springsteen.
Ooh, shots fired.
Are you saying the E Street Band sucks or Bruce sucks or all together?
I'm saying the whole thing. Fucking Blu-rays, blue collar, fucking American. Ooh. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what it's like to live on the streets like you claim, Bruce. You don't fucking know. Like, here's the thing. out of all, like, I love shit like that. Fuck Christmas songs, like we said in one episode, and fuck Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, you're just
every time I hear those bells and shit, and him talking like he's a goddamn Santa Claus, makes me want to vomit. Oh my god. Oh, another band that I think blows dick except for 4 songs is Pearl Jam.
Hold on.
But go ahead.
There is only one fucking drummer, or 2 drummers.
I gotta liven this shit up, so let's start bitching.
2 drummers I can think of that Bob has ever given like accolades to. One of them being the drummer from Tracy Bonham, which I don't know the dude's name, but we love that guy, and Max Weinberg.
No,
so
Max.
You like Max?
I like Max.
I'm saying you've given him accolades before, though.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who his son drums for now?
No.
Slipknot.
No shit.
Jay Weinberg is Slipknot's drummer. Yeah.
So my favorite E Street drummer is Mad Dog Lopez. I mean,
I don't know. It's not Mad Dog Miller?
No.
That's your favorite rapper.
I'm saying I didn't hear that.
Quick. You're getting quick.
I just want to fucking isolate that clip that says I love Mad Dog, or my favorite is Mad Dog.
We should watch that video.
We shouldn't.
Dude,
okay,
no,
so...
It
was recorded on
I watched
Elmwood.
it again the other day.
Oh, shit.
Because we were like editing like that episode or whatever, and it's terrible, dude.
So you have... So far I'm stuck on Oasis. You're pushing Bruce, like...
I got another one, too.
We'll do it in a melting pot, right? Let's talk about it.
I don't really feel...
Keep on rolling. See? Fred's already... I like that song, too. I'm not even
my
mad
brother
at it.
was a huge, like, and I was by default, because just like with the bands I listen to, I like, he would be
Chocolate Starfish, baby!
In the hot dog flavored water! Fuck Limp Bizkit, man. Now you got me. I'm gonna go home and listen to that shit.
You are.
The Stone Roses is my other one.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm
don't
going
know
with
anything
Oasis.
about
Be Adored.
Stone Roses were good during their time. There was, what the fuck was that? I remember the music video. See, not relevant. Like, our people are going to be, like, audience will be like, who the fuck? I'm picking Oasis.
Okay.
Because after all, you're my Wonderwall.
Reciting... I have to save this episode.
Because, Chris, you're going to be the one that saves me.
I'm not. I'll never be able to save you. Let's see. So you save yourself, dude.
Okay, so...
I really want to know.
What's the story, Morning Glory?
Dude, okay, do you ever see him?
No.
We were supposed to, remember?
Oh,
I've seen him in Toronto with Jet opening. Was that the show you guys were supposed to go to?
No, we were supposed to see him in 97.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's when they... you have to watch the fucking documentary.
I know. I'm gonna...
Is it...
Chris, where were you when we were getting high?
Everything he says now.
See, that's what the shitty band thing is. Okay, speaking of shitty bands, and you just mentioned... You brought up Mad Dog Miller... Mad Dog Lopez, Mad Dog, who the fuck ever.
Mad Dog Miller.
He said Mad Dog.
God, with the blaming other people.
He's not the first or the last Mad Dog. Didn't that other rapper come after him for calling, like, before he was MCMD, like, he was calling himself Mad Dog, and there was another rapper that was giving him shit?
I don't, maybe...
He was from Rochester, dude.
Maybe.
I don't remember. I watched the video.
Okay, that's probably true, but I don't know if he went... I don't think he ever went by Mad Dog as a rapper. But that name it could be just for the fact... Yeah, then he just had
to change it to the MD.
That's when he changed it to MCMD.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
MCMD.
Me and him sort of lost... nothing ever happened. There's no fallout, but we sort of lost, like...
Well, you got a girlfriend and stuff.
Yeah, true.
And he's just got a power glove. Sorry, Mark. So,
fuck, man.
Let's take it back a little bit to the beginning when we first started doing the show, and we were just band dudes and kitchen dudes talking about what happened and the shit that happened. I want to know some shit about, like, band practices you were in, especially, like, your boss tribal band practice. Like, what the fuck was that even like?
Well, it was funny, because I was, like, 16, 17.
Mark picks you up in the shaggin' wagon?
Yes, and we would go to Akron, where his mother lived, in this barn and shit, and his mom was cool as fuck, but... And he had a brother who lived there too, but his brother was like 6 at the time. So like this huge fucking age difference. And we used to go there and practice. We would take care of the horses and shit during the day for his mom, so we can go in the basement and Mark's mother's house
dope.
and practice. It was pretty cool. But nothing There's nothing. The Boss Tribal practices weren't anything ever crazy. It would always be different places because we'd get kicked out wherever we went because Mark would fucking annoy the shit out of somebody.
But what was your whole dynamic?
Well, I mentioned this before. It was
like you show up.
It was like working for a solo artist would probably feel like you do what. And the videos that I sent over from that Area PA show is the only footage that exists of a lot of the songs that we wrote. Because that we started writing, but he'd be there and like sort of.
So he was directing all you guys. Like, give us.
Akron's Mike Patton.
Yeah. But when you have 3 or 4 guys that think it's crazy, you don't really. You just sort of do your own thing too. So some good songs came out of it.
You guys like order a pizza and like?
Yeah, we'd get food. We'd sometimes drink, but.
Drink Mad Dog 2020?
No.
Dude, I just picture this, like, you guys sitting out on the porch, his mom brings out some lemonade, you hear the horses.
Pretty fucking much.
Yeah. That was
pretty
not
much.
like the barn we were practicing.
No. So.
And then, what would suck about that, every time I hung out with him, we would end up, somehow, no matter where our destination was, we would end up flyering street poles in the middle of fucking Elmwood Ave, or fucking Springville, or somewhere, just hanging up flyers on street posts, which was sort of cool. Like, I dug it. But it was always like this free job I had to help Mark promote his fucking shows and never got fucking paid for it.
Yeah.
So like, that was sort of
how
lame.
was like your songwriting process? Like, he was bringing all the songs in and just
yeah,
telling
well,
you
so the Warped Tour shit,
play
the
a 1,
first
4,
show,
5.
play show that band alone sold out, Boss Tribal.
The one that Kevin Lyman still
he
pissed
had all
about?
these songs, and because those first couple of shows were seriously big, because don't get it twisted, this Buffalo area, not here, not in the fucking boonies, none of that shit. Buffalo had this fucking huge local fucking concert scene for a long time, and I was lucky enough to be able to be in like the tail end of it with bands like Switch 86 and Bangarang. They were selling out 500 cap venues by themselves with no fucking headliner, no national at all. And Boss Tribal was doing that. And when that happens, you sort of get like this ego, and with Mark, it, like everything, it fucking went out of control. And he just wanted to keep playing those fucking songs that he fucking wrote and that he played back then when people were going nuts. But that shit dies out because it's never about the music. It's always about friendship and camaraderie as far as the people who attend shows when the local scene goes crazy. It's even that way with big bands now. Right now, in general, any show I go to is no longer about the music. You could feel that. It's about being there. There's very few people, like all of us go to a show and we're excited when a rare song gets played, or we're at show number 8 and it's different than show number 3. That shit is pretty much dying.
I don't know, there's some bands though where it's like, so when Cypress Hill was playing, like every fucking song, like we were there for that fucking band.
Oh yeah,
no, I can't even. That's for the 4. I can't even talk about that. That's for 2 weeks from now, the 420 episode.
Yeah. Was that on 420?
No,
was just
we can't. We're not talking about it. But... no, that wasn't even. No, I was just. That wasn't even. That wasn't even.
Take over the CEO position.
No, that wasn't even a hostile thing. I was just saying we can't. Can't talk about it.
CEO.
You'll know when I'm hostile, bitch.
Yeah. Put his hand in his pocket.
I'll skim your ass raw with a chainsaw.
Oh my god, that's a Limp Bizkit lyric. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm
going to let the host of the podcast ruin it.
Those practices sound pretty lame.
Those were lame. Now,
okay,
the better practices are when me and my brother were in a band together on drugs.
Oh, what was your guys' band?
Perfidious Doom. And you can look. It's all over Spotify, YouTube. Actually, we sort of had like
3 fans?
No, it was actually a fan base. We played a bunch of out-of-town shows. We did
how many albums did you sell in Germany?
No, actually a decent amount. We were on this small label.
That was a real inside joke.
I mean, we get like over 1,200 listeners a month still after not being on Spotify. After not being a band for fucking.
Maybe you should put our podcast link up on your fucking Perfidious Doom Spotify.
It's also like all those metal websites that have like bios and shit about metal bands. If you type in Perfidious Doom, a bunch of shit pops up. I mean, and
tell us about some of these.
We recorded at Doug White's.
Yeah, so what are these practices like?
Well, me and Tim. Well, okay. Actually, here's a cool story. So we practiced on Kenmore Avenue. Okay, is everyone familiar with Kenmore Avenue? Like, it's sort
enough we need to be.
It's like in between the suburbs and the fucking city. Like, literally, one side of that street is the suburbs, Kenmore. The other side of the fucking road with all those houses and buildings is fucking Buffalo. Okay? And there was this fucking bar, pub, restaurant thing next door, and we practiced in this, like, warehouse thing that this guy rented out. There was 5 of us in the... Actually, I think there was 6 of us in the band. 2 guitars, drum, keyboard, vocals, bass. So 6. And it was very heavy deathcore, but actually it's
it has
not.
Keyboards.
It has keyboards, and it's cool. It's like, it's very melodic. Heavy, like tuned in A sharp, which is just too heavy for me. And I played a 5-string, and it was just too heavy for me.
Fucking weed's legal in New York. We're smoking like fuck. Oh, you are. I'm not. I'm still drinking coffee over here.
Do you need more weed?
I'm good. I'm 2 hits in. I don't want to fucking be falling asleep, and then people will be like, "Oh man, Chris is the one that's the new fucking host."
I'm 10 hits in, and I ain't falling asleep.
Yeah, I know. Because you got double espresso in your coffee. But tell us more about you and your brother and fucking your keyboard player in the fucking warehouse.
Oh, yeah. So, we were practicing there for a long time. I have a funny story, though. We actually watched, me and my brother and the whole band, watched this bar and pub I'm talking about next door get raided. And we didn't watch them do the cutting of the bar stools, but there was a whole shitload of cocaine in fucking huge packages and bags that we seen them bring out.
And how fucking pissed were you guys knowing you were that close to drugs?
Knowing we were that close to drugs. We sat on that bar stool every week. Like, we literally went there and ate and drank every single week. I had just turned 21.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking crazy.
And it was fucking awesome to see. We were just standing outside watching all these cops pull up and then watching people get arrested, cocaine being brought out. It was fucking awesome. I haven't thought about that story in a long time.
So what was like your typical, like, run us through a typical band practice?
Me and Tim meet up after work, get fucked up, then bitch at each other that we do too much drugs, meaning the other one. Like, you gotta stop doing so much drugs. It's like, what about you, motherfucker? You do too many drugs. I'm like, we're both buying drugs. Like, we're having this argument while we're waiting to buy drugs. Like, we'd be sitting in a car outside of our coke dealer's house for fucking 45 minutes.
And the shit was in the bar next door the whole fucking time.
Oh, dude. Dude, one time, here's a good story. One time, me and Tim were doing blow and got in this huge fight on the way home. It was
so they were more like Oasis than we were.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and we go inside, we're bitching. I'm like, fuck you, and we're trying to be quiet because we know my parents are upstairs sleeping. And we're like, fuck you, fuck you. Tim starts going upstairs. All of a sudden, 30 seconds later, he comes down the stairs and goes, yeah, we gotta go. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, Mom and Dad are fucking upstairs. So we go outside and we start doing blow together and nothing ever happened and we were almost beating the fucking shit out of each other 5 minutes before that. So there's my parents' fucking cocaine story. That was that. For a save.
So, your dad's upstairs beating it up and your brother's downstairs wanting to beat you up.
Wow!
Oh my god!
How's that for the fucking...
You host one 15-minute show by yourself when you still need someone sitting in this spot. And now you run shit?
I was just throwing in some comedy.
No! You're great at it.
I was just throwing it in there. So back to you guys.
His dad was doing.
Did you guys have to listen?
I just outed my mom so much in the last 2 episodes of this fucking show that I've been on.
Did you guys have to listen to your parents?
Okay.
No, didn't you hear the part we walked outside and did more blow?
Yeah, I was okay. So you guys are at the drug dealer's house getting some drugs before you go into your band practice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So and then we would show up at the fucking practice, be all fucked up, already arguing. The whole band's like, you could just tell there's tension. Like, oh, fuck.
Is that why you guys are no
fucking
longer like?
assholes.
Did they kick you guys out at the end? They're like, fuck
no,
these two.
we just didn't. No, we disbanded. We played some fucking big shows, dude. Like we opened for bands you guys probably don't even know, but it was.
They're
huge.
that fucking big. You don't even know.
Because you guys don't explore all genres. You wouldn't know what's selling and what's not.
They sold 3 7-inches to the fucking local punks.
Winds of Plague is a huge fucking deathcore band. Does anyone know that name?
Nope.
No, Jesus Christ.
But you guys open for them.
Another band with a keyboard player.
Yeah, this is why, because you're playing with keyboard bands. You're in a whole different genre.
I mean, we played to 500 people at Extreme Wheels, and we opened for Vital Remains. Anyone know who that is?
Yeah.
It's the guys from the dude from Deicide. Actually, also Glenn Benton from Deicide normally sings for him, but sometimes he doesn't show up, and that's when we opened the shows. But there was
we had a similar one-way terror story when we played with. Who the fuck was it in Pennsylvania?
Oh, Cattle Decapitation? Yeah. That's a great story.
They were having some issues on that tour with Cannibal Corpse, dude from...
Yeah, Chris Barnes. He's from Buffalo.
Yeah. And we were playing our regular fucking Erie PA, which is a story every time we've been down there.
He's a notorious fucking dickhead and not.
But anyways, back to the bands we never heard of that you play with.
Oh, did you say about hip practices?
Yeah, the ones you couldn't play the songs at.
I feel like
you can spend 45 minutes fucking covering up your bullshit, but you can't fucking actually spend the 45 minutes learning the shit, bro. And you want to battle me next week? Woo!
I think we'd go back to the fucking rap bars.
Oh, you'd rather rap?
Yeah.
Than play guitar?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it'll be funnier. Because your soul will be hurt a lot more when I'm done fucking you up. How about we do both?
How about I play guitar and rap next week together at the same time?
Okay.
Oh, look who gets butthurt when I start defending myself.
No, I said okay.
I'm sorry. Did I push too hard, sweetheart?
I said okay. I'll play guitar and rap too. Whatever. Is that what we're doing? We're doing guitars and fucking rap.
I want to watch you rap and play guitar at the same time so bad it hurts my brain. Yes, that's what we're doing.
It's gonna hurt my brain. I know, because that's the one thing.
It can't get any worse than today.
I love today's episode.
No, I'm having a blast.
Especially now. No. So yeah, Buzzhound practices. For us, we kind of talked a little bit about it. We played out in the country in a big old barn. In the biggest part of the barn, there's multiple spots. We eventually got to play in each spot because Charlie's dad
Who owned the barn, though?
Charlie's parents owned the house and the barn.
All right.
And at the end, we got to play in the best part of all, which is his dad was in the Historical Society, so he had his own built-in bar in the barn, completely stocked with actual bar shit, including a jukebox, which we were always locked out of, and then kind of, after breaking in a few times, he kind of just let us take over the bar.
Did you have to put money in the jukebox? Or was it just
and that's where the foosball table was, so that was really key for us, because a lot of our time was spent playing foosball. The main part is this open barn with some, like, classic cars were covered up with tarps, like, expensive cars, too, just fucking, like, that one wasn't, like, worth 50 grand or some shit.
I had no idea. It was a really nice Jag, though. It was just rusted solid.
Just sitting there, like, obviously sitting there for a very long time.
And then there was lofts. That before Bob moved back and we were just starting the embryonic stages of Buzzhound, we used to jam up in the lofts. But we'd set up in this little spot. We practiced twice a week religiously. Because we needed to, like...
practice.
Which, I mean...
We put in some work.
So...
Was this in the very beginning of the band?
Very beginning, so... It's me, Matt, and Charlie. We've been dicking around for a while. We had our buddy Billy Nelson was filling in drums, but he was only like 12 at the time, so he'd come over. And then Bob was moving back, like, yo, starting this band, like, come be the drummer, whatever, so... He did. Right at the time, I think the local gas station was having a beer sale for, like, how long did that shit last? Like, 2 years?
Yeah. Like, it was right on the way in Wilson. So
yeah,
I was living over in Youngstown.
Bob showing up with a bag full of fucking beers.
I spent $8 and get eight uses. It was like $2 for water.
Yeah. Beer was literally cheaper than water. So like I said, we were like to the point where in the middle of wintertime, we're out in this barn, and Charlie's dad in the garage part that they had a bunch of cool like relics we eventually got to jam in, and the picture will be here because I have it. He had this gray material that was used to like soak up oil spills, but it was like long sheets of it. So we would fucking take sheets of this shit and hang it around the barn. The barn like up to the loft's like 15 feet, like I said. So we'd have like 15, 20 feet. We'd build a little room out of this gray, we call it the gray shit. And then we would take a propane tank, a barrel, and there was like a torch that we would...
Like a 50-gallon drum.
With holes in it.
That really? A 50-gallon drum?
Yeah.
We put the torch into the drum with the holes, and we would turn... It would be like negative temperatures outside, and we would all be literally huddled around this fucking thing.
It was like homeless people had a band.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was. And then I had like this shitty little like Tascam 4-track fucking recorder, not the huge one that like I brought to Bob's.
One of the little like gray ones with the little tape deck in it. I have one of those too. Yeah.
Not like the big one I brought to Bob's when we were fucking doing Ritalin, and I fucked the song up with a way smaller one, and used to record fucking every single practice, which is a lot of us just arguing and yelling at each other for a long time. Taping microphones to like chlorine bottles and stools.
What the fuck, man?
Like this is how we do it.
No, that's cool.
I mean, it's cool. Like we didn't have any horses we could feed carrots to, and fucking Pam wasn't bringing us out fucking lemonades or nothing.
Wait,
like $50
what did you?
Wait, but we had,
what did you just call her?
Pam. No, Pam is Charlie's mom.
No, it's really funny because I think
that's
Pam is Mark's mother's name. I swear to God. I'm 99.999% positive that Pam is Mark's fucking mom's name. That is so fucking weird.
So, like, we got together, the way we were writing songs, like, we come up with a little riff, and then, you know, Bob, since we weren't, like, we were just picking up instruments, and Bob had been playing for a while, like, Bob thought he was better than us, which we quickly found out wasn't the fucking case. This asshole would bring, like, fucking Time magazine, be sitting at his drums, fucking pissed drunk off of this cheap beer, reading Time magazines before he's passing out. While we're fucking trying to, like, do riffs or whatever, so...
Sounds like Bob.
Riffs that I brought was showing them.
Oh, yeah.
You brought... I mean, Bob did do the Hostile Takeover because he did have some songs, and we did...
half the songs.
Half the songs, but then the
yeah,
other
you
half...
two get into it now. I will enjoy it.
Oh, we used to get into it all the fucking time. Like, we'd be
it.
on the phone fucking arguing about shit. I mean...
That used to be one of the things we'd, like, argue about, is I'd bring a riff and be like, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, what'd you bring? Well, I had a lot of shit going on this week.
I don't think I ever said I had a lot of shit going on, but...
I mean, I was over at Frank's, like, all week, because, like, he was having a bad day.
Go on.
And then I'd be like, listen, motherfucker, like, can't you fucking play sober? Don't you know how to fucking hold on to a fucking drumstick? Like,
What's
maybe...
the fucking point?
It was the point. I'm telling him, like, you should get some fucking gloves with grip on them so you stop fucking dropping drumsticks.
Yeah, it was a problem.
You still, I mean, you're quick at the recover though.
Yeah,
you don't
it's a lot of years of practice.
Yeah, now I know where to place them, so I can like grab it like on the way.
Yeah.
Where I need to go.
So like a typical.
Where do you place it? Right on the left side of your bass drum.
I got them on both sides of the bass drum,
okay.
and I put one down by the floor on my hi hat, and then one down.
Oh, you always do have like 3 or something hanging around, don't you? Yeah.
And then like he switched over to the metal Tommy Lee sticks, and that was a fucking almost game changer. No, you had the Tommy Lees after the Matt Sorums.
Right.
Okay.
How many drums do you bust quick now though? Like, do you since you've been using those metal sticks?
I actually switched back to wood sticks. I've been actually practicing with 2 Bs just to hit heavier again.
Oh, all right.
So anyways, you know, Bob, because he had a little bit of a head start on us musically, thought he was better than us, so he could read Time magazines and fucking get pissed drunk.
Were you better than them?
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
I got
just asking questions here.
I got the fucking all the tapes. All the fucking Buzzhound tapes.
Oh!
I got like 60 or 70 fucking Buzzhound tapes. I'm going to have to go through and curate these.
Don't even go through them. Bring them here and we will go through them.
Together. Because I think when you start listening to them, you'll be like, oh shit.
We're going through them on the show, piece by piece, in 10-minute segments every single week, motherfucker.
So this is before we even were allowed into the bar that had the foosball table. Because once the foosball table, it was fucking over. Like, we would get there. Like I said, we practiced religiously twice a week. We'd show up after 9 o'clock. Everyone kind of filter in. When the foosball table was there, it was like, all right, let's run through our set. Speed that shit up real fast, because we had fucking unfinished business at the foosball table. And we would just be blasting fucking Guns N' Roses. And fucking playing fucking 50 games of foosball, smoking mad weed. Run back, work on the new song that we were trying to write. Come back, play foosball. But
this is what I meant when you both told me I was wrong when I said practice. Did we not?
I'm gonna say
I was practicing.
practicing that double spin, and like.
I saw so much practicing you can do when like you're waiting on everybody else to show up. I was there.
We definitely put in, even though like we had a lot of and then the fireworks, like that was always a thing. Like if you were the
all fell apart because we're just like
if you're the
listen, fell apart after all this great.
Listen,
shit.
if you're the last person to show up and these three people are waiting for you, like there's a scheme going on. You're getting fucked up somehow. Something's happening. Like, so you gotta show up to band practice with weed and fireworks, or you're fucked.
Yeah, I get that.
But we did. We put in the work. I mean, we had to battle it out. We were still learning how to play our shit. One of the very first things is like, and credit to Charlie, like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but he always had some sick ass bass riffs, not knowing that was kind of the driving factor of like what Buzzhound was doing. Like he didn't know what the fuck was going on, but he'd come up with a sick riff, and then we'd figure it out eventually. And one of the very first things is he came up with this fucking riff. Before he even had a bass, he was playing bass on the guitar when we first started. Didn't even have a bass, so he's fucking playing this fucking guitar like as a bass. He comes up with this riff, and we're like, oh, this is kind of cool, something we could work on it. What are we going to call this song? I'm like, let's call it Blowjobs. And then like half the band is like... Maybe we shouldn't, and the other half is like, we probably should. Needless to say, the song became Blowjobs, and it was a polarizing thing, because people are like, half the people are like, oh, that's fucking sweet, and then the other half are like, what the fuck? But the real killer of having a song like Blowjobs is having Matt sing it, because that pissed so many people off listening to his whiny, shitty vocals on that song. Sorry, man. Listen...
his whiny, shitty vocals.
Wow, your descriptiveness is digging you a hole. Son,
listen, I'm not even. Listen, it is what it is, and I'm going to tell you why it is what it is. I'm going to tell you why.
I love this, James. He's fucking ready to go.
I'm going to tell you why this is what it is. So it was like the third show we ever played. We played this fucking Halloween show at this restaurant that used to be open across the bridge in Olcott. The locals, we just call it across the bridge. That's what happens when you live in a small town. So we're playing across the bridge, right? It's a Halloween show. We got Grandma Henderson in the house. And we're playing. It's like our third show. And Grandma Henderson is like... Because she's supporting everybody. Grandma Henderson used to bring our cousin Patrick, who's the Grammy-nominated cousin Patrick. Used to bring him to our Buzzhound practices. So, big supporter. But she was writing on a napkin about how she loved everything except for Matt's vocals.
Oh, wow.
She tore him the fuck up.
Like
on a napkin?
She was right.
Picture still?
Yeah, we do, and I gotta fucking find it. I think it's on our Buzzhound page. But yeah, Grandma Henderson was not feeling it, and like, it just is what it is. I've had other people say.
Was it just because of the lyrical quality?
No, it was just. I mean.
Here we go.
Is this the song?
I mean,
this is the song.
Not only is the dude my buddy and my singer Buzzhound, and also my brother-in-law because I'm with his fucking sister.
James, look. My phone's ringing.
Amateur hour.
No, what do you mean? It's on mute.
Oh, I know. So this is... Are we going to listen to Blowjobs?
Yeah, you want to introduce the clip?
Okay, so this is at Merlin's. Is this the show that fucking Naven's shitty hippie band blew us up?
No, this was the first time we played there. This is March 2nd, 2007.
Okay, Merlin's used to be this little bar in Elmwood.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been there. And then it turned into the Blue Monk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this is where the...
Kurt.
Kurt.
Yeah.
That might have been the same one that we snuck Dave in.
Yeah. Yep.
And he got all drunk with his brother, and they were
he's,
fucking...
he's in this place right now watching
this? Well, Dave's supposed to be our roadie, but he's doing no fucking roadieing. Andy's wearing a wig because he's balder than me. But you hear that, like...
Yeah.
That sick bass line?
Yeah.
The Charlie came up with
on a guitar.
Look at you, Charlie. You're fucking rocking. What the fuck happened?
Pretty good song. It's James
I just remember.
It is very much like Ween. Like, I always enjoy it. Right? It's like experimental.
Yeah. It's like Butthole Surfers, like rock and roll surfers.
Oh. Bob on the show, this is the best he's ever fucking played in Buzzhound.
Yeah,
He's like, you touched on the one song I didn't fuck up in. Let's play the video. Because he knew where it was pretty fucking quickly in this set.
He had a save.
Oh, wait, I love this part though. Like, I like the vocals.
I do too.
That's how we get down. We're Buzzhound. And then right into the
I think his vocals sound good.
You were there for the third show. Holy shit, listen to Bob is almost
Bob,
fucking
holding
like...
it down.
Was this the show where half the band is on uppers and the other half of the band is on downers and nobody fucking knew what was going on? Yeah, this is one of the best shows I think we ever fucking played.
Is that real? Was it planned that way?
No.
I can see.
This might have been one of our best shows right here. There was a lot of people actually on this one too. But yeah, so...
Wow. I remember my first pill story of playing a show was in Rochester in Perfidious Doom. And that, I just started fucking around with pills, and I remember, I still don't know what they were to this day, but they were muscle relaxers. Ooh. And this kid at work gave them to me at Mighty Taco. And actually,
FMT.
I bought them because I just no
For life.
It was way before that. It was way before FMT. But and
this is why part of why
he
it was
gave
FMT.
Probably yes. This is the start of the addiction that led me to rapping. but and we showed up at the Penny Arcade, and after because I worked until like 2 or 3 that day, and I took both of them, and I just remember it was the first time in my life that I forgot an entire day. Literally, I remember falling, like being on the couch, and my brother and everyone else looking at me like, dude, you are fucked up. Like, what the fuck? Because my brother was already getting fucked up and doing drugs, and I had just started.
Who was heavier in the drugs? Who was worse? You or him? Or were you guys twinsies?
I would say it was pretty much both of us.
Twinsies.
The same, but Tim, I can't wait to get him on here so I could call him out on all these stories. But he used to.
Is he coming with? Tim,
no,
are you bringing 16?
He'll definitely. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna fucking box it out on the show?
I don't know, dude. One time like for the party, like before it was his wedding, we wrestled on a trampoline, and we both literally were like dry heaving, thinking we were gonna die. Like 5 minutes later. Like, you all right, dude? Like, I don't know, man. And like everyone's like, dude, are they gonna like fucking have heart attacks here? It was pretty fucked up. But when he comes on, we can all these stories. But I don't know. That's a good question. I would say probably. I don't know. It's all about timing. But I was definitely feel like I made less thought out decisions than he did. But he used to like steal from me and shit all the time with drugs and stuff. Like he would go through my those are funny stories. He laughs about it now. And he'll tell me, dude. One time I buy $100 worth of mushrooms. I think it was like an ounce, and I put it in my leather coat jacket in my fucking closet, and I go about my day because the next day I was going to my buddy's house to trip with him and his brother. Well, the next day comes and I go to get my shit to leave because he's outside waiting, my buddy. There's one stem and one cap left in the bag.
Oh. And
I'm
he's
like,
out talking the
why
birds.
wouldn't he just take the whole fucking bag? Like, why? Like, just take. If you're gonna do something that fucking dumb, take the bag.
Yeah.
He left one stem. I'm like,
Because he
it's
was
$100. It's $100 worth of mushrooms.
It was the brotherly thing to do. He's like, you'll at least see
I
a
used
more
to wake
vibrant
up from him
color.
and his friend skipping school, and he'd literally be in my room, my brother, inside my Kiss lunchbox, looking for my shit, and he'd steal my weed right in front of me as I was sleeping. And one time I woke up and beat the shit out of him.
So what happened at the Penny Arcade when you lost the whole day?
There's actually pictures and I think video, and I promise I will find them.
Yeah,
But come on, I will. But I remember being on stage and almost falling. It was almost like a movie. The band's looking at me like, what? But everyone's fucked up. Like you guys said, like, did you guys ever get pissed at each other for being fucked up while you guys are fucked up?
I don't think so.
Because that would happen with me and Tim all the fucking time at these shows.
No, because we were pissed at each other for so many other reasons.
Yeah.
We didn't need to be pissed about that.
We just fucked up because we were pissed.
Yeah.
And that would, like, bring you guys back together.
Yeah. And no, but the best part, though, is, like, we would, like, whatever, battle, yell, scream, fight. We'd smoke.
The thing is, it's more fun to, like, argue. Like, I don't really, like, mean half the shit I say.
Yeah, no.
None of us do. That's what we're doing today. Yeah, that's how it is.
I mean, that's what it was. Because by the time, like, hockey game would be on, we'd be over it. Like, we could be fighting and battling all day, and then hockey would come on.
There was one practice I remember you walking, and I just pressed a couple buttons, and you fucking just like, fuck it. And you just turned around and left.
Oh, I do remember. It was like a carryover from some other shit. But
you're like, you know what? Fuck it.
I can see that for sure.
But no, yeah, it was just like hanging out.
So how long was the longest you guys went without talking to each other? You two specifically. Ever?
No, we never had like that kind of falling out. Like, oh my god, I can't talk to you anymore. Like I said, like we would be on the phone fighting and arguing about band shit. Like, you fucking asshole, you can't even fucking play drums on time. Stop fucking drinking. Learn how to hold a stick. Oh yeah, so I'll be over at 6:30 before the game. And then hockey be on, and we'd just be like, whatever. And, and then we'd be talking about the shows we're going to play, and then we'd probably start talking shit like, oh man, you can't fucking sing. Like, maybe you should take some vocal lessons. Oh, did you see fucking Vanek just scored a goal? Like, nothing big.
Yeah, it was funny.
And nothing would ever like carry on like later, get brought up again.
No, because we're just all
about... We bring it up just to piss each other off.
No,
yeah, because we're just like assholes.
I was
being
talking
assholes
to a
each
friend
other.
who watches this, and you guys don't even know this person, but I don't want to out him. But they did say, dude, I don't know how people can have friends that are like that dramatic, like have that much drama in their lives, based on you two and that thing we fucking watched. And they're like, I can't like imagine me and my friend group being this dramatic and like fighting every single day.
Okay, so
and it's true. You guys were like, this would be 4 reality shows, but goddamn, you guys should be famous.
To explain this to your friend, if your friend even exists outside your head.
No. I swear, that's the truth.
No.
Trust me. I come
like he said,
all my friends have been. All my friendships have included some kind of drama.
Yeah.
Until later in my life, like when I met you guys and shit, it really hasn't.
Obviously, you've been around us a little bit now. You kind of see how we operate. There's no. It's not we don't come from an animosity place, but we're all just dudes that are just like trying to fuck with the next person.
Right.
And we all kind of have the same sense of humor, and we know kind of what buttons to push. So it's like almost a game to see if you could push somebody's buttons.
Yeah.
Well,
especially whenever you get
like anyone took it seriously.
And especially like when we were playing foosball, like we would fucking get in these teams because it's half, like I said, that show, half the bands on uppers, half the bands on downers. Nobody knows. It wasn't planned that way. It just ended up that way, and we didn't know it till afterwards. So sometimes we would have to split into these factions and battle just for the fuck of it.
Split into what is this, WWF? Split into factions and battle.
Because it's like, the thing is, like, everybody wants... You got 3 out of the 4 dudes, because Charlie was definitely nowhere near being an alpha male. I was going to say,
the only faction... Oh,
Charlie!
Dude, you're...
Charlie, come on now. I know you watch the show. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
The guy that was hiding behind a car during the Buzzhound throwdown, talking to Dave.
What? Where is...
No, I wasn't hiding behind a car. I was right on the
I looked behind, and you were hiding behind that car, talking to Dave, like, Dave, man, these guys look like they're gonna fuck.
Oh! You puss? Really?
I was not hiding behind
no fucking... And then his future fucking girlfriend came in and was fucking pulling people off me.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this.
Needless to say, like, Charlie was afraid of Bob's abrasiveness. I see where this timestamp is going to be called already. I'm just saying, you got a bunch of dudes that are trying to fucking be the funniest dude in the fucking mix. That's what it all boiled down to. Everybody wants to be the top fucking...
Well, the only factions I seen was your band versus you.
Yeah, because I'm on the show and they're not on the show yet.
You should see us get together and play Risk.
We have...
You guys have fighting board game matches?
So we used to get together, like, non-band practice days. We'd get together and we'd do board games over like Bill's house. Book club. Yeah, we had a book club. We had board game night. We don't do any of these things anymore. Like you
You
cannot
have the
listen,
right to make fun of me. How about anything of my decision making? Book club.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
The
Educate.
Buzzhound book club.
Read
Let's
a fucking
sing about blowjobs
listen.
and then have a book club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Read a fucking book and get educated, motherfucker. Stop sniffing pills.
Wow. First of all, why are you talking to 20-year-old Chris?
Because I know.
How did your balls drop in a week?
I know 32-year-old Chris probably is only. He's like the only books I've ever read are about Kiss and one about Alice Cooper.
That's not true. I've read many books about Kiss and
I
many
know, I
books
said-
about Alice Cooper.
I said you-
And look who brought up Kiss and Alice Cooper.
Listen, Alice Cooper's fine.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
well, let's
so
talk,
anyways,
I'll talk about him for
Yeah, he's making fun of the book club. Like, start reading the fucking Dark Tower and
If
then tell me
anyone's gonna
about
be
it.
in that
You've
book
been
club,
making-
Alice Cooper would love to be in that fucking
Yeah.
book club.
Listen, so anyways, we used to have a board game night, and we used to have a book club night. As you can see, we haven't done board games or book clubs in years because this is exactly what... Risk especially because then even Alpha James does come out on Risk. And and Charlie, Owen 20, we were calling you for a while, Owen 20. We'd walk in like, oh, Owen 20's here.
You're
Yeah.
gonna buy different versions of Risk just to try to win, and it still wouldn't happen for him.
He never won. Who won the most?
Me.
You won the most.
Oh,
Me.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I
That's why
won
I
the
asked.
fucking most. And then Bob would be trying his Bob shit to try and win. And then it would turn into some battles.
What's Bob shit? Like just,
Trying to form alliances with other
Yeah.
countries.
oh
Yeah,
my
forming
God.
alliances with Bill and Matt and Charlie. And then, oh, Charlie, you're going to lose anyway, so you might as well move your characters over
That's
here to
actually
Alaska.
boss. That's boss as fuck, though. No, just say it in the middle of everyone. Like, you would
Yeah.
just say, hey, fuck them, join my... dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
That's fucking rad.
That is not boss.
He's
That is
already
not
the
rad.
better player. Now
No.
I just want to know who won
He's
more.
not the better player. That's why he's forming the alliance. He's like, I can't let Jimmy beat me for the 10th time in a fucking row. Like, everybody... I won't take you out over in Kazakhstan and fucking ruin your best army if you help me over here.
You guys are the biggest nerds.
I'm just saying, do you see why we don't play Risk anymore?
Dude, I'm just saying Libya is a fucking key country.
Yeah, and you were just
Dude,
always...
It's overlooked. It's overlooked.
Yeah, but never fucking helped you much. The only thing that helped you is fucking
We should just wrap this one up, guys.
Oh,
And
man.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up? Sorry, Owen 20, fucking helping Bob try to fucking beat me. Yeah. We should have a Risk. You want to fucking do something? Fucking Risk battle, you motherfucker.
You got something to say, motherfucker?
No, we already know what
You
the
want to have a
battle is.
reading battle?
Yeah. You know what? I fucking do. I'll read right now.
I'll skim your ass raw like a chainsaw.
Oh, good job. I know.
All right, we
I
wrapping
know,
this shit
that's-
up?
I know. Yeah, we have to now. You just
All right,
said-
so listen, we got the contest. Comment. You like this shit? It was pretty funny. Comment, and you can win some of Chris's fucking signed
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
biscuit merchandise.
Yeah, I actually do have some biscuit. Kitchen's done. Bye.
It's just done.
Yeah.
Come on, listen.
Kitchen's done.
Oh, by the way, first time in 14 weeks.
Trying to be innovative, like Limp Bizkit.
First time in 14 weeks, I've worn matching socks to this fucking show. So hashtag adulting.
That's
Kitchen's
how we're gonna end
closed.
it? Yeah, that was better than mine. Bye.